Hello, guys. Welcome back to BookAutoAI. And this is Lucas. And for today, we'll talk about something that is not popular, but I think is necessary for everybody to understand more about Amazon KDP. And the sooner you understand this, the better off you're gonna be. And I think that's my goals for this channel as well. Um, but don't worry. At the end of this video, of course, I will present you with an alternative, something that will work for you, something that I have solved. So most people think they're building a publishing business on Amazon, but they're actually doing actually what they're doing is trading hundreds of hours of their life for a digital product that may never get sales, you know, and that's one of the worst financial decisions you can make. And we'll go through it right now. So basically, the reality is that you know you spend weeks on writing one book. That's research. You write each chapter, um, of course, with the help of ChatGPT. You copy them over from ChatGPT, and then you gotta have to stitch all those chapters together, format the book, make the cover, run through a humanizer platform like Humanizer AI or something like that, and then you gotta manually upload it to KDP. And let me tell you the truth, like that one book of yours probably gonna sell maybe one to two copy with no ad spend, for a whole year. So basically, you make, let's say, if that's a nonfiction book, you probably make a $4 to $5 royalty for that whole year. So your revenue, I mean, your gross is $5 for the whole year. Yeah, you just did all that, right? I'm not telling you this to be negative at all, right? But I need to tell you the truth because I think the truth is gonna help you out in the long term. So this is the hidden cost of your time that everybody needs to understand, and we need to wrap our head around, right? So let's say most of us, most of the people to watch this, so most of the people that have that do KDP as a passive income have a full time job, or how else will you support yourself? So let's say you work 8 hour a day, you go home, you probably have 4 hour left to do whatever you want. And for imagine, let's imagine the next 30 days. So for the next month, you will spend 4 hour a day, right? You will spend 4 hour a day for the next 30 day to do all of these, right? To do all of these. Let's say you're just an average um, guy that doing KDP. So and then you just take 30 days to do all of them. That's 100. That's a total of 120 hours, right? Let's just say in the states, if you're in the states, your minimum dollar per hour, let's say around 12 to 14 or whatever now it is, but I'll just take, say, just say it's 12. So your labor for one book would be 1400, for 1440. That's not everything. You're not including ChatGPT subscription because you can't get away with the free version of ChatGPT, right? Write that many words. You need a subscription for Canva. That's $5 a month. I'm sorry. That's, I don't know how much Canva costs now. Probably 10. Formatting tool. You probably need formatting tools. I don't know how much formatting tool costs right now. They can go up to a couple hundred or something like that. Keywords tool, you can use free, or you can use the pay version. And then humanizing tools. Humanizing tools are those websites like Grammarly, where what they provide you with a or zero GBT, what they provide you with a humanizing check, and then they ask you whether you want to humanize these. Normally, these costs, like, we'll go into the cost in a minute in the next slide. But the worst thing about it, you don't even know if the book's gonna sell. Most of the book you make is not gonna sell. You know, you know. Most of the book you make is not going to be on page one of Amazon. You can run ads for it, but it's not going to be in. It's just not going to sell. Most of them is going to have a BSR of like a million, which is like sell a book, or 8 million, sell a book a year. You need to think about that. Like your book is gonna be, it's gonna get one sell a year. So this is the humanizer cost. Okay, for right now, if you go to platform like Humanize AI, I forgot what the name is, but this is the average. Okay, for the plan, it will cost you $7 a month for 30,000 words. A nonfiction books, you would need about 25,000 to 30,000 words a book, so it will cost you $7 just to humanize the thing, just to make sure that it pass AI detector test, right? So your free book is not actually free. It costs you time for a tool, and it costs you energy as well. For KDP or for any publishing business, you do not, you don't want to create one book. You want a catalog, and what you need is a system. With one book, you're just an author. You carry all the risk that the thing's not going to sell. It's unpredictable. Like it could sell one copy a month, or one copy a year, or one copy every 10 years. Who knows? Of course, it's going to be hard to scale because all your time for this one book is going to, all your money is going to be spending on Amazon ads. And it's a two-edged sword. Like it can hurt you or it can help you. But most likely, for 80% or 90% of the book out there, it's gonna hurt you because you're trying to shove something down people's throat that people don't want. And if the market don't want it, and then you keep spending money, because what ad spend means is that you're buying attention, you're not buying the sales. The way Amazon CPC work is just you're buying the attention. So you're paying for the attention. You giving them money, they give you attention. Yeah, that's basically what it is. And if it's sell or not, that's all up on you. So, you know, so the more I spend doesn't equal to more sales. It's just more attention. That's all. And overall, just an expensive hobby. But if that's what you want to do, if you're like in a position of life where if you just want to write the best book, your whole life journey and everything you learn, and then you want to, that's the one book that's going to be your legacy, then that's a totally different story. And I think that is something beautiful, and that is something uh we need more of. But most of us are just trying to make money, right? If you just trying to make money, then you can't afford this. Okay, that's why I introduced you to the catalog. What you want is more than one book. What you want is, you want to build a brand. You want to build a brand. You want to build a brand of book. A couple years ago, I was well, before KDP, I was doing e-commerce, and it's the same. It's pretty much the same thing. It's the same thing in e-commerce. What we do is we we start off with a product, right? With a viral product, because the product is everything. Same thing with the book. The book is just, the product is everything. You got to research, find the right product, and when that product make a lot of sales, then we build a brand around it. Well, actually, we build a brand from the start into the product. So, so we market the product and the brand, and then we add more product of that niche, of that category into it, the brand, and we end up with more products, and we just run ads, and it just sell one of the hero product. We call it the hero product. We sell the hero product, and all these products get picked up as well. It's pretty much the same concept. Build either you build brand for products, or you build brand for books. It's the same thing. You should treat it like, like a business. You're supposed to build brand, build assets, build income, and then with all that, it come freedom, right? Now, instead of doing all that by hand, wasting months of your time and wasting a lot of money, there's a better way. You can build a full book in about 25 minutes, right? with around $5 in AI costs. Well, the research, you have to do the research yourself. But what it will take care is, it will take care of the manuscript for you, the whole structure, formatting, and then formatting, humanizing, and also it's export ready. It's roughly about 250 to 300 page. That's about 25,000 to 30,000 words for you, fully humanized, fully formatted. All you gotta do is you come in, you do the 10%, you just check over a little to see what else you want to add. But that's it. It costs roughly $5, $5 on the pro plan, and then the rest, if you on the other rest is like about $6, but it's roughly $5, $6 compared to 1440 and all that time wasted under 25 minutes. You know, something that you can, a system that you can do it today, and you build another tomorrow, you build a series, you build a whole business, right? Imagine you wasting with the previous, you wasting 30 days for one book, right? With 1400 $40 of your time wasted, not counting the other tool, but let's say it's 1400. If you pull up a calculator, if we pull up a calculator right now, right? And with 1440 divided by 5, how many books you get? You get 288 books. You get 288 books, you know, for this amount of money that you just spent on, you wasted on one book. You get 288 books of nonfiction. This is a library, guys. This right here is a library, right? And you can do all of this in 30 days, right? A day you can make up to 10 books, 200 books if you want, because it only costs 25 minutes a book to it only costs 25 minutes to create a book, and you can do it parallel. So let's move on to the next slide. So now you have all those books. You have to think like a publishing company, right? If you want to know the tool, just stay to the very end and I'll show you the tools. But for now, I want to get you to the correct mindset first. So if you want to make money, like, you got to think like a publishing company. You got to distribute your book everywhere. You got to distribute your assets everywhere. Don't rely on Amazon KDP alone. You need to open account with Income Spark, Draft to Digital, Kobo, Apple Books, and more. This is what I want everybody to understand and to shift right now. I need you to shift your mindset right now. If you're in this, to make passive income, to make money, to support your family, support your dream or whatever, or just to make money. This is, you know, let's get real about it. You in this because you want to make money. Then stop acting like an author. Start acting like a publisher. It's not about one book. It's about volume, and what you need with you is a system. You need a system for volume. To know is one thing, but to do is totally another thing. You need distribution, and that will equal freedom, right? Distribution is, I will give you a tool for it at the end as well. Now we go to the next slide. Let's talk about it. Okay, so the tool that'll make it possible, BookAutoAI, is gonna create the books for you. It's going to create the book for you. You just, matter of fact, let's open the thing right now. Let's say you went to Amazon and you pretty much know like what niche you want to go. Let's say you want to go under life skill for teens book, right? You will pretty much ask ChatGPT something like this. You are expert in book series building. Give me a series for life skill 14 that will be helpful and interesting to read. Title. Yeah, see, so you just ask ChatGPT to give you a whole series 50 title, and then you can just pick one. So pretty much like we can start something like this time management for teen, you know. So you just go to generate a book, wait till it load, all that. And then what you do is you wanna put in your title. This will be uh this will be your first title. Oop, we gotta refresh some it's not loading HTTP5. So let's do a quick refresh on that. Right. So just put in your title, and yeah, this is a subtitle. This will be the title. And then the other name, Lucas Lee, nonfiction style. What style you want? The style you pick is it's a type of how, yeah, it's a how to book. Well, teens and young adults. Yeah. After that, you want to give it a description. Okay. So tell me, give me, and then you will ask ChatGPT for it. You will ask like, okay, if you're gonna write this book, give me a description. Why can't I click here? If you're going to write a book for these, tell me under 650 words. Is it character or words? Okay, characters. So basically, you ask ChatGPT to prompt it for you, right? So you pop it here, and all you gotta do is you just hit generate a book, and it will cost 5,000 points. So that's roughly about $5. Um, yeah, 5,000 points is $5. So it will create a book for you. It said it would take about 26 minutes. But if you want to create another one parallel, you just refresh the page, right? You refresh the page, and you see this one is processing. It's not done yet, and you just gotta put in the next book, right? You just can put in the next book, whatever you want, study skill 14, yeah, and then you just redo it over again, and then you press generate, and then keep doing that, and then you come back to it later. When the book is done, this is how it look. Give you description, category, keyword, and you can open this to view the documents, to make last edits. You open it, and then you have an option to open it by to Google Docs up here. But for some weird reason, like it normally just take a very long time to load. I don't understand. I had to. Okay, it's loading today. So this is how it would look. Let's say if I make one for AI, AI for beginning to make money step by step. You got the introduction. This book, yeah. Well, we'll just copy this real quick, and then you have the table of content. All the table of contents right here. Everything is format for you already. So it format perfect into the page. It fit perfect into the page. 6 by 9. It also bold some place for you, so it look nice. So what you want to do is you just want to skim through it, kind of read it a little bit, and see if there's any formatting that's missing. Like, you want, like, if you wanted to add in a chapter title here, then you can add in a chapter title and bold it. you know and then just keep looking, see if AI has missed out anything that you want to add. Basically, that's what the 10% of human part is about. You just skim through it a little bit, see if AI miss anything. But most likely, it's just gonna be the chapter title. I mean, the chapter title, you know, and sometime at the end part where it just cut off like this. So what you want to do is you want to look into it and just write some stuff off of it, and that's basically the 10% of that you what you're gonna do for it. And also, if you want, you can check for humanizing. So I said I just take a random path in here, or just and just paste inside zero GPT, double check it to see if it's really humanized, because that is very important. So if anything's under 70%, then when you upload to KDP, you can tell KDP that yeah, this book is AI assist. So this book is under 47% AI GPT. Your book is likely to be human written, but you still want to tell KDP that yeah, this book is it's created, it's AI assist. That's the category that you want to be in, AI assist. That's the whole point of us making Book Auto AI. So after that, you can generate a cover. You can go to generate cover section. Um, the cover generation is pretty easy. I already went through on a couple last videos that you can watch. Just ask ChatGPT for the prompt and then book title and everything, and then it will create you one of this. And each time you generate a cover, it will cost 300 points. That's like 30 cents, right? And then after you create a cover, you can also create a paperback cover wrapper for your paperback. What this will be is, let's say when you have the cover already, you just drop in your cover, create a background color, and then you press next. You put in your description detail, your book size, your pages, next, and it generate, and it'll create you a back cover. And that will cost you 30 cents. The next one is the EPUB converter. This is for when you want to upload to Kobo, Apple Books, and KDP. There's example for this in the past video. You drop in, and then you just convert it to EPUB. This one is free to use, and it's convert your docx into perfect, sellable EPUB content. That's basically Book Auto AI for you. And then if you wanted to create an audiobook, you can use tools like HumanizeAudio, right? I talk about this tool a lot in my other video. What you do is you just drop in your EPUB, and it will divide the chapter out for you, and then you can pick whatever voice you want. You pick one of these voice. Let me see. Yeah, Masha, whatever, and then it will just speak. It will read the document, and then it will produce you an audiobook. And then for the next one is Book Upload Pro. Book Upload Pro is basically an uploading service to platforms. Currently, we have Chrome extension for KDP Plus, Kobo, Jota Digital, Eagle Spark is coming soon, and Apple Book Uploader, and they are free to use on free. You have 30 days. Well, you have 14 days to try them out on Chrome. These are Chrome extensions. You can download them, and then after that, it'll be a pricing. It'll cost $12 if you wanna do just one more. Like if you have just wanna do KDP, then it's only $12 per month. Two marketplace 19, but the pro plan will get you all five of them. So that will be all the tools that we need now to use these tools or not. It's totally up to you. That's something I cannot decide, but I can tell you that you know it's not magic. It's leverage. The old way is slow and risky, and the new way is smart and scalable. You gotta look at the time, how much you how much you worth per hour, and then from that you get a better understanding of how much free really is, and that is how you build business. that's how you build a publishing business, and the public business can pretty much change your life. Basically, you make money online. You don't have to worry about inventory. I don't have to tell you more about that, but basically, that is what it is with publishing with KDP or public or self publishing. You know, you don't want to build one book. You want to build a whole publishing catalogs, and to do that efficiently, you need leverage. You need tools to do that. You know, there's no other way around it. You just save more money, save more time and effort by using the correct tools. And I guess that'll be a wrap for today's video. And it's been a pleasure talking to you guys. If this video helped you in some way, please help me out by giving this video a like. And if there's any questions that you want to ask me or whatever video you want to watch in the future, please leave them in the comment section. I read all the comments and I'll reply to all of them. Um, if you want to watch more content like this, there's a subscribe button. You can always hit the subscribe button. I make this type of content a few times a week, but I'll try to keep this up a few times a week. Anyways, you can be anywhere watching any other video, but thank you for watching this one. You stayed till the very end, so this is very important to you. Thank you, and God bless you. I wish the best for you. Have a great day.